Okay. Hey y'all. Happy Monday. How y'all doing? Hey Jamie. Thank you, boo. Hey. Hey everybody. Hey Dana. Hey. Hey Cruz. Hey Anush. Hey. Happy Monday. I needed a break. That's why I didn't come on yesterday. And then I had the workshop as well. So I needed to take a break. Yeah. So work will always be here. Today's Monday, right? Oh shit, today's Tuesday. God damn it. See? God damn. Tuesday. I'm so sorry. It's Tuesday, y'all. Y'all excuse me. Oh Lord, child. Yeah, I need that break for real. Y'all excuse me. I don't keep track of the dates. I don't. I just, yeah. All right. Let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozen. And today I read for the beautiful Hazel Collective. Hello, 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 Collective. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Tuesday, y'all, not Monday. God damn. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. It is truly appreciated. Thank you for all of your shares, your commentary, just you being here. You are truly appreciated. Thank you for all the support, the donations, the tips, things of that nature. Thank you so much. Before we get into this read, don't forget to get this copy of this book here, Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It was created by me to help and assist the collective with elevating in your spiritual path. All right. Wisdom Beyond Wounds is readily available for purchase on Amazon.com. All right. All right. Now, channel message here is everyone knows they're playing the victim mentality. I actually have 2 lives today. Okay. Everyone knows that they're playing the victim mentality. So let's break this down. Okay. Now, you're not witnessing their pain. You're witnessing their exposure. Okay, this is after everything is all said and done, after that they know that they're in the hot seat for what they have done towards you. And now they're trying to, we'll say, scramble or put all the puzzle pieces back together again to ensure that they stay out of trouble, or more so stay out of, we'll say, the spotlight here. So the moment that the illusion cracks, right, they don't process it. They more so reverse it. Okay. Okay. What should be self-confrontation becomes more so that you hurt them, because that's what they keep trying to tell people, and they're telling themselves. They created the foolishness. They got caught in the foolishness, and then they're trying to blame you for why they got caught in the foolishness by you. So they're going to quickly flip the narrative or the script, and they're going to blame you and said that you hurt them. So that switch isn't emotion, it's escape. And a lot of narcissistic individuals are going to make sure that they have some form of an escapism plan, or just some form of an escape plan to ensure that no one catches up to what they have done towards you. So a narcissist victim mentality is the moment that their mask slips and they panic at what's underneath their mask. Okay. Their identity is a costume stitched together by control, attention, and distortion. So when you stop feeding it, when you go quiet, when you go silent, or when you refuse to just entertain their foolishness, they are forced to face what the costume was hiding: the emptiness, envy, dependence, and the truth they cannot dominate. This is why they don't like you, because you're very truthful in nature. You embody truth, but you also dominate the truth. And people love to try to dominate something that they cannot. This is why they try to create many false realities or fallacies surrounding you not being in a space of domination. Yes, you are a very dominant, prominent person in your life, as you should be, because it's your life, if that makes sense. You should always take control or take reins when it comes to your life. You should always be the priority in with self when it comes to the dominance, or you're exerting your dominance with self. Now, when you do that, of course, you're going to get people that's going to be up in arms, and they're going to be upset, and they go, whatever, child. Okay. and they're going to try to position themselves, because we already know that they're very weak in spirit and weak also physically, mentally, psychologically, financially, all of these things here. And they're going to try to position themselves as the dominant one to try to dominate you. Okay, so that confrontation feels very violent to them because they cannot dominate your truth. When the truth is spoken, that's it. That is the verdict. You can't fight it. You can't argue it. I mean, you can try, but I highly don't recommend that, if that makes sense. So that confrontation feels very violent to them. So they flip the script. Instead of feeling, or instead of them feeling the sentiment of them being exposed, it becomes that they have been attacked. They know they're exposed. They don't want you to know that they're exposed. So they're going to tell themselves that you attacked them for them exposing themselves. Oh my God. Here's the narcissistic fool. Here's you. You in your la-di-da space. You minding your business. You doing what you do best. You living life. They're coming close to you for whatever reason that they come close to you for. You spot something within them that's not the best, and you're like, something smells a little filthy, a little foul. If that makes sense. You know, their behavior is very unsavory. They have no decorum, if that makes sense. They don't have any couth for themselves or towards themselves. So you're smelling the nastiness, you're smelling the griminess, the sliminess, the foulness that come from them. It could be literally, figuratively, spiritually, financially, however it resonates. So when you get a big whiff of this scent or this stench coming from them, because I think lies, when someone lies, it's very foul, or it can become very foul, it's very smelly. So that's how I perceive lies. And this person or group of people love to utilize lies as such. But anywho, so when you realize that something is not right with this person, and either you call them out or you just kind of, back away from them here, they know that they've been exposed, but they can't come out verbatim and say, hey, I know that you see me. They can't say that because it's going to collapse them even further. And it's also going to confirm for you that you were spot on. So they don't need for you to be spot on in regards to what you are truly seeing coming from this person or group of people. So they know that they've been exposed. They know that you see what they're doing. So now they're going to invert it from being exposed to now that you are attacking them. Their victimhood is not softness. It is a cover up for collapse. And they don't want to collapse because, again, it's going to prove and confirm and also validate that the things that you were feeling and also maybe stating was the absolute truth. They were using you as an emotional landfill. So every insecurity, every ounce of shame, every internal defect that they refuse to face, they push into you through confusion, pressure, and manipulation. Your reactions carried what they could not hold. Your reactions carry what they could not hold. So the minute that you stop, or the second that you stop, it all comes back home to them at once. So when you do your return to sender, they're just flinging out all this nasty energy. Yeah. And you ain't yeah. Negative. And they expecting for you to just be like, okay, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna grab it. Okay, yeah. It's like a baseball game, right? They are the batter, and you are the, I guess it's called the umpire, whatever, umpire, whoever catch the ball with the glove, whatever they call it, child. And they constantly at bat, first base, and they keep constantly trying to get a home run with your emotions. And they're expecting for you to catch it. And every time you catch it is when you're going to start to wear what they are throwing towards you. So so that return feels very suffocating, humiliating, and also undeniable. So when you crack it back, or when you throw it right back towards them, they can't handle their own manipulation. Thank you, catcher. Thank you, Stamps. So when you return everything back that they have sent on to you, and I mean many years, that's the thing. They slowly and gradually push negative energy onto you because, again, they need for it to be very subtle and they need to stay hidden because they feel if they gave you all one big whop at one point in time, of course you're going to see them for how you need to see them. So over time, this is their strategy. Over time, they're going to release small increments of negativity into your life without you being aware. And in the moment that you became aware, that energy stops being filtered into you or filtering through you. So the energy, the negative energy that they send to you automatically cease or stops right like dead in their tracks. And because it stopped dead in its tracks, it needs to be returned back to whoever sent it in the first place. Well, the beauty of that is that even though, despite them sending all of that negative energy, even though it's very subtle in nature, is going to be sent back or pushed back to them in one big wham, like one big ball of energy. It's like you're collecting something over time, and those collectibles are starting to stack up. And you realize once you go through the collectibles or whatever they could be, it doesn't resonate with you or it doesn't belong to you. So you sent it back. All the collectibles or all the things that you were collecting at one point in time or hoarding or holding on to that wasn't meant for you, now you sent it all the way back. Boom, pow, bang. And they can't handle their own boom, pow, and bang of their suffocation, of their own humiliation. They can't handle it. So this is why they feel that you are attacking them with their own energy. Ain't that something? They feel like they're under attack, like you playing Battleship. They are so goofy, child. Anywho, so they rename it. Your silence becomes abuse. Your silence becomes abuse. You sent it back and you became silent. Oh, the collective's attacking me. I just know it. I just know it. And you're like, what the fuck is going on with this? We call them, I like to call them riffraffs. Ragamuffin riffraffs. What's going on with these riffraffs here? Your boundary becomes betrayal to them because they don't have access to you. Your clarity becomes very cruel to them. How dare you figure me out? How dare you expose me in this way? How dare you see me in this way? So now they thinking it's very cruel because you see them how you need to see them. They're not hurt by you. They are choking on themselves and blaming you for the air. They're not hurt by you. They're choking on themselves and blaming you for the air. This is the same person that wants to hang around you. This is the same person that do hang around you and then get upset that you're not paying attention to the, we'll say, the darker things that they're trying to push onto you. Because again, normally your intentions are not negative. Your intentions are very pure. It's of goodness or it's of greatness. So because you perceive life in that way, you're not going to be going around trying to cause unnecessary harm to others. That's just not in your nature. That's just not in your spirit. They don't see it in that way. They expect for you to see them and have completely 100% attention all on them because they want you to see everything in regards to what they're doing towards you. I mean, that could be a blessing, that could be a curse. You could take it how it resonates because it could be spun in many different ways. But the moment that they realize that you are continuously and consistently minding your business, even though they could be attached to you at one point in time or anchored to you at one point in time, they grow irate. The whole reason or reasoning for them to be connected to you in the first place is for you to give them all of your attention into them. And they realize that when you're not doing that, it makes the anger subtle even more. And they become even more irate to the point where now they're feeling very destructive or they're feeling very hurtful to put you in a space where they can actually potentially harm you or put you in a compromising position. To me, that just doesn't make sense. If you don't like somebody, why in a flying fart would you want to be around someone that you don't like? Why be a glutton for punishment to be around someone that you just don't like? And then you want to cause harm to the person who's not aware that they don't, if that makes sense. They're mad at you because you don't know what they're doing or trying to do towards you. That's why they keep exposing themselves. They're not intelligent, and I'm going to keep saying it. They're not. Their games are very silly, very callous, and very childish. It is. They have no decorum. None. None whatsoever. So, an example of this would be a narcissistic friend, a family, a lover, whoever studies you, competes with you. If at any point in time somebody wants to be in competition with you, they lost. That is the honest truth. If at any point in time somebody wants to be in any type of form of competition with you, they lost. Because life is not about competing. Life is about togetherness and doing things in a supportive way. If that makes sense. And to me, competition is not a supporting thing. I would never be in competition with someone that I call a friend or a family member or whoever, however it resonates. Because even though we could be in the same lane, even though we could be in the same lane, we can do something slightly different and we both can still be successful. If that makes sense. So I don't play or I don't entertain competition because you're just gonna be upset. I'm gonna look at you like, oh, okay, and then I'm just gonna blow your ass out the water. It is what it is. It's like, okay, this what we doing here? Okay. I don't play with competition because yet again, that's a game and you need two to play their game. That's why it's one-sided initially. They need for you subtly to join them in their game. Everything they do is very subtle. And if you don't catch on to the subtleties, they get even more upset and then they rise up or they increase the subtleties to the point where now it's so big in your face that you can't ignore it. They expose themselves all of the time. They do. They expose themselves on their own all of the time based on the actions that they decide to take. Checkmate. So you finally cut access and then you just go silent still, right? Overnight, they become the victim. They say you switched up on them. You hurt them. You got really cold. What actually happened is brutal. You stopped being their dumping ground. Now they're sitting in everything they try to offload onto you, and instead of admitting it, they call it your fault. They get next to you, they talk a good game, yeah, and da-da-da, this false positive BS, yeah. And then when you ain't paying attention, oh, they don't see me. Oh, I'm so mad at the collective, they don't see me. So now they're going to go further. And they're going to go deeper. And they're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper as much as they can until the point where they actually inflict something physical into you. Something so profound because they want you to hurt because you're not seeing them. That's why. That's why most or majority of them want proximity towards you or close to you so they can be seen by you. Have you ever ignored someone that you know is doing something harmful or baneful towards you? And what's the first thing they do? They flip it on you. You're not paying attention to me. You're not seeing me. So because you're not seeing them, they're going to get a crowd who they think and assume is going to see them, rally them up together, so now they can truly be seen by what they have done towards you. Again, they keep exposing themselves. They do. Baby. Hey, y'all. Make it make sense. I'm watching you. Watch, Heifer. We don't give a damn. Watch. Ooh, I hate that collective. Watch, Heifer. Yes, they want you to put them on a pedestal for them being close to you. They want you, collective, to put them on a pedestal for them choosing to be close to you. No, that is not your child. No. Hell nah. Uh-uh. Nope. The fuck out of here. Hell nah. Mm-mm. So the moment that you put them on a pedestal is the moment that they feel that they have control over the narrative, including you as well. You are the narrative, y'all. You are the main character in their story. You are, thank you, you are the star in their solar system. You are the brightest star in their solar system. And they want to be seen by you by any means necessary. This is where the jealousy and the envy starts to dredge up or starts to cook up even more because you refuse, or again, you might not even be aware at the time, of course, that this person is coming at you in this way because you're minding your business. You're taking care of self. You're taking care of whatever life things that you know that you're doing for self, and they can't stand that. Say it with me, collective. Use the word I. I am the brightest star in their reality. You are. Because it's going to help you to open up and see it from a different perspective, just how much they truly need you. You don't need them. You're doing it on your own. You don't need their support. You don't need them. And that burns them up even more. That infuriates them even more. What do you mean you don't need me? Why would you need someone who's very classless, tasteless, don't have no respect for themselves, lack accountability? They're not even confident within themselves. Hell, they don't even shower themselves. They don't take care of themselves. Why would you need someone like that on your team? That is the truth. Why? Pourquoi? Porque. Why? They need you to shine. You are the star, collective. You are the brightest star that they have ever seen. Some of them are even starstruck. It could be a physical thing. It could be a literal thing. It could be a spiritual thing, metaphorically speaking. Hell, even figuratively speaking. You are the brightest star in their world. And they want to be seen by that. They want to be highlighted by that. They want your light shining on them. No. No. Because what that do eventually to you is that dims your light, your star power. No. Why are you dimming your power? Why are you dimming your star power for someone who don't have any? That's on them. They need to find something else to do. They need to figure it out. Just like how you figured it out. And yeah, you figured it out, or soon to, of course. And it puts you in a position, in a very great, vast position because of what you've done for self. You went in the dark. You perused in the dark. You discovered the hidden parts of you and you released that. Or you accepted it, however it resonates, because you can accept your dark, your shadows, or you can release it and put something else there. So it doesn't matter however you did it, but we want to say the outcome was very positive. This is why you are the shining star right now. Don't dim your light. Do not dim your greatness. Do not. For anybody. I don't care who it is. Don't do that to yourself. Divine Collective. You did the work. You did everything that you're supposed to do. And you are deserving of shining brightly because of what you've done for self. That is the truth. Don't let anybody try to dismember, dismantle, or destroy your truth. They're going to try, but the ones that try is always going to fail. That's why they're here now. Oh my God. Look, all the darkness, all of their we'll say dark thoughts are being released from their head or being released from their mind. And they're blaming you for that. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now they're curled up in a fetus position. Fetal fetus position. This is their adult body, the white chalkboard that you were able to see through, and you saw the inner parts of them, the inner child parts of them was completely destroyed, debilitated, not doing well. That's the inner parts of them that you saw. You're like, oh shit, dang, that person real broken. And they hate the fact that you can see that they're broken. That's their fault. How is it their fault? If they would have left well alone because you are well, they could have still been in that same grimy spot that they would have been in, and no one would have known what was going on. But because they needed to be close to you, they exposed themselves. They keep pushing it in your face. Hey, are you going to look at me? Hey, collective. Hey, collective. Hey, hey, are you going to look at me? Hey, collective. Oh, I hate that collective. Oh, they always think they're better than somebody. Oh, they never pay attention to me. And again, they may not say these things to you verbatim. I'm pretty sure they're saying it to other people who you don't know, because they need an audience to feel welcomed and also feel loved. To be honest, I don't feel this is love. I don't know. I just surely don't feel that this is love. I don't know. Maybe lust. I don't think lust. It could be, but that's not the right word I want to use. And I don't know right now. Maybe it'll come to me. But I surely, of course, don't feel this is love in any way, shape, or form. This is more control, if you ask me. They want to control the dynamic with you or of you by you giving them attention so they can control the narrative around other people. See, I told you. Yep, I told you they got my back. See, I told you. I told you they was going to do whatever I told them to do. Like, this is lackadaisical. This is real lackadaisical, okay? Anywho. They want you to put them on a pedestal of greatness, but they're not even great within. That is the truth. I'm going to be triggering a lot of MFers today. I don't give a damn, because enough is enough dealing with individuals of such caliber or such audacity that they keep thinking that they can continue to slip through the cracks and nothing bad is going to happen to them. That ends specifically and especially over here. I'm not going for that BS over here. So if you're in my space over here and you have bad intentions, baby, I'm going to trigger the out of you, and then I'm going to laugh in your face. Stay off my channels. I don't like individuals like them over here. I'm being so for real with you. I don't. Just stay off my channels, because you ain't ready for my heat, boo. I don't know who that's for. Leave me out your tabanka. All right. I don't like deceitfulness. I don't. It irritates me to no end. I don't like liars. I despise, I loathe liars. I can't stand despicable individuals either. I'm so for real with you. I don't like it. What else? They want your greatness to uplift their filth. They want your greatness to uplift their filth. Let me repeat that. They want your greatness, your star power, your star energy to uplift their filthiness, and then get mad at you when you see all the grime and the ickiness that surrounds them. Now they want to be balled up like an embryo, like a fetus. Child, please. They want everything to be picture perfect. Basically, what you see is what you get, if that makes sense. Or looks can be deceiving, and that can be spun in many different ways. But they want to deceive you by how they want you to perceive them or how they're looking towards you. They don't want you to think that anything is not out of character or anything is not out of place. So they want to arrive or present themselves as if everything is perfect. This is why, thank you. This is why they love to use titles. This is why they love to use roles. ROLES. I'm your friend. I'm your mom. I'm your dad. I'm your brother. I'm your coworker. I'm your teacher. I'm the student. Whatever. I'm your lover. I'm your whatever. I'm your best friend. I'm your childhood friend. Titles and roles work together in tandem. And if you're able to plow past those roles and also titles, you're going to get the true version of them. And you're like, ew. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. You're going to be looking like, oh, wow. That makes sense. And they don't like that. They want to reach for the star, but you are the star in their reality. They want to reach for the star, which is you, in their reality. Again, do you understand how important your relevance is to certain individuals? Do you understand now? That's why you have to protect your relevance. That needs to be protected too. Of course, I want you to always stay relevant, and you will. Because if people like this continue to exist in this world, baby, you're always going to remain relevant. And while you're remaining relevant, you need to protect it from individuals of such nature. They can't keep up with you. They're trying to. They can't keep up with you, and you're just walking. You may have like a little light jog in life, but you're walking or jogging in the correct way, in the correct direction. And they're trying to run or surpass you. They can't surpass you because without you, they don't know what to do. That's why they need your shining light to guide them. Does that make sense? That's why they need you to put them on a pedestal. Does that make sense? So the moment that they get ahead of you, and most do, they try to get ahead of you, they're stuck in a space where they can't get out the situation that they try to get ahead of you with or for. It's like, okay, whatever. They get ahead of you to go nowhere. It's like you driving on the highway, right? And let's say traffic is starting to slow up, or you have to slow down. Okay, perfect example. Yeah, you're on the highway, and you know how you have to get on the exit sometime, and you may have to like you're all the way in the back, but some people don't like to be patient, so they kind of get to the front of the line to kind of squeeze in to get into the exit. That irritates me to no end too. I ain't gonna lie. I will box you, and I'm being so for real. Don't do that, please. But anywho, that was a perfect example. So the traffic is slowing up. You're all the way at the back of the line, and you finally get to the front of the line to where you have to come off the exit. And then someone all the way in the back, they're going to try to box in or squeeze themselves in so that way they can get in front of you so they can get off the exit, if that makes sense. This is what this is here. They want to box you in from getting off the exit, and they want to get ahead of you. But they don't realize that even though, let's say they were able to get ahead of you, they still have to wait. They have no direction. They have no instructions. They don't know how to move forward without your star power. Why not? Because they don't have it. They don't have the same qualities that you do. That is the truth. It shouldn't trigger you because you're not the one doing it. Do you understand your star power? Do you understand the greatness that you hold within yourself? Divine collective. Do you understand? And if you don't, you will. Understand who you are. Understand that people will pay, literally, figuratively, spiritually too. They will pay whatever they need to pay to ensure that they either dim your star power or they get ahead of you. And neither is going to work. That's it. That's all. Yeah. Look. Look. It's not working. So they fall. They fall in the same crowd that they were talking about you too. Is somebody changing the baby right now? I don't know. I just saw a diaper. Somebody's changing a child or a baby, or you're listening. I don't know. I just saw a diaper. Very random, but hey, okay. Or a baby needs to be changed. Baby just had a blowout. Go change that baby. So now the days go by. Now the days go by. Now weeks go by. Now months go by. Hell, even years. Hell, centuries. Because that's how much one person can have hate, that can have this, we'll say, what's the word? They can hoard hate for you. Centuries. That's crazy. Decades. Imagine somebody bitter for 10 plus years, 30 plus years for something that you didn't even do. That's not a mental instability. That's pure mental unwellness. Yes. Effect. EFFECT. Yes. And affect. AFFECT. Your star power affect them so much that they're stuck in the space for eons and eons and eons of life. All they doing is just stewing and brewing in their hate, their self-hate. Because the hate's not touching you. It's just bouncing off of you and going right back onto them. And that makes them even more upset, even more madder. Everyone knows they're playing the victim mentality card. The woe is me card. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I'm crying. Oh, look at me. The collective won't pay attention to me. It's the collective's fault I'm crying. Oh, it's the collective's fault that they found out who I am. Man, get the fuck out of here with that weird stuff, bruh. Crying on Q, CUNTERS. They're crying on Q Cunter. A keyboard kangaroo. Always quick to hop and jump and writing out loads and loads of paragraphs that nobody not even gonna read. We don't give a damn, karmic. We truly don't. You got two options. Either you shape up and fix your ways, or get the hell up out our way. That's your only two options, karmic. And we all know. We all know what they're going to do. So let them. And it will continue to be here. And here and here. Oh my God. I can't believe the collective. And this is them the whole time. Anchored to their own BS. They want to be here, but they refuse to let it go. They want to be here, but refuse to let it go. But it's your fault. The victim mentality role, because that's a role as well, is all null and void. It doesn't work. It's out of order. Syntax error. It's been destroyed. It's been dismantled. You can't press play anymore, or they can't press play anymore. It's broken. It's outdated. And a lot of people are turned off by this person playing with this mental victim mentality. It's like they downloaded a mental virus within their mind, perception-wise. And you were supposed to come in and you were supposed to wipe everything clean off of their mind. But because you left them in that virus that they created for themselves mentally, you basically, tailor-made CEO states on TikTok, completely unplugged. Absolutely. You unplugged from them. Now this virus, which is the hate, the disdain, the mistrust, the envy, the jealousy, is the virus that they created within themselves that they cannot escape or they cannot leave from, and they're blaming you for it. They're blaming you for why they hate you. What does that have to do with you? You don't hate yourself, and I hope and pray you don't. You should not. Embrace yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. They hate that you don't hate them and also you. It's a strange world we live in here, bruh. Strange world. Strange world. It really is. Because this behavior is very odd and very strange, and it's just something I just can't get with. It's like, okay, what? It's delusional. I mean, people are wasting their life, literally and figuratively, to stay in a space of hate. And then get mad because they're exposed for continuously staying stagnant in a space of hate. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're not witnessing their pain. You're witnessing their exposure. The moment the illusion cracks, they don't process it. They reverse it. What should be self-confrontation for them now becomes that you hurt them. How? In what way? Make it make sense. That switch isn't emotional. is escapism. They can't sit in their feelings. That will literally make some people sick, which is crazy. Some people can't sit with their emotions. It will make them either violently ill or physically ill. And they blame you for them being put in a space where they have to feel. As I mentioned before, it's important to ensure that you do feel. You need your emotions to feel. It helps you to stay out of compromising positions. If something is triggering you, let's say you're out and about and you're in a space or an environment and you don't feel right, that emotional cue is going to come on into you, or is going to highlight within yourself like, yeah, something not right. You know what? Let me get up out of here. Yeah, this ain't the space for me. It's important to have emotions, to feel your emotions, so it can keep you out of dodge or keep you out of harm's way. That's one way, of course, many different ways surrounding your feelings, but it's important to have. And they don't have any. That's why they keep trying to come as hard as they can towards you, because they don't have any feelings. Or do they? They claim they don't care, but their action shows otherwise. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But they need an audience for someone they don't care about. They need someone to hear them about someone they don't care about. They need to get close to you in proximity for someone they don't care about. Okay. Whatever, heifer. Okay. Make it make sense. You, on the other hand, you truly don't. You don't give a damn. And it shows. You are a star that is destined to shine. Take that how that resonates. Everybody's star is going to shine differently. I don't even care if you're in the same niche. Everybody's shine is going to shine differently. What are you shining about today? Collective. What are you shining about today? And whatever that is, shine it. Whatever that is, let the light be seen. Whatever that is. It's a squirrel on the I wish I could take a picture. It's so cute. Squirrel eating the nuts on the on the tree bark. It's so cute. Oh, he eating good too. He fat. All right, let's see what else, Spirit. You see the falsehood? Do you see the delusion in this picture? Look at the delusion in this picture. There's a man that's sitting here trying to warm themselves through a picture. The picture's not real. It was created. This is how this person sees you. There's the palette, the paint palette right there. They created an image to give off this so-called warmth that they do not have. Well, I'm just going to create it. No one can see what I'm doing. Yeah, no one knows that I'm super cold. Yeah. No one knows that I don't like the collective. They will never know. But the proof is right there. Look at the paint. The palette is right there. To me, in regards to a narcissist, subtlety is secretness. Their subtleties on how they try to come towards you are very secretive. Or is it? Thank you. Are their subtleties really secretive in nature? That's why most of them get away without being reprimanded or facing severe consequences in regards to what they do to others, because it's so subtle. And if you don't have the physical proof surrounding the subtleties, they're going to get away with it. Not anymore. Not anymore. I know they can't stand to see my ass coming. I don't give a damn. I truly don't. So it's a race to the end. They need you to not see their subtleties. They need you to help them for you to not see their subtleties of negligence, of ignorance, of envy, of jealousy, etc., etc., etc. And it always still come out. What's in the wash comes out in the rinse. Yes. This is a person that may tend to wear clothes without washing for, could be days or weeks upon end. Like everything they do is just very mechanical, very patternized. This person probably don't wash clothes. They don't do a lot of like physical things of self, or they don't do spiritual cleansings either. They're literally stewing in their filth, their sadness, their filth, their ignorance. Look, I like to look at the bathroom as, of course, the place you go to freshen up, take care of yourself, clean yourself. And I like bright bathrooms. I'm pretty sure they have dark bathrooms too. But I'm just looking at it from this perspective, from this card here. It's so dark. And they're like sullying or sitting or soaking in their darkness. This is the same person, a group of people here that want you to use your light to uplift their filth. And the more you uplift their filth, the more you're going to start to feel filthy like them. Ew. Hell nah. Yeah, they either don't wash clothes or they wear the same clothes, but it's dirty. Something about the cleanliness of clothes that they do not wash. Now they feel all alone in the center of the crowd that they called in. They called the crowd in. They did. Through their subtleties of destruction, whatever. They don't make sense. They want to stay underneath the radar, but they're still being put in the front of the same radar or the same bullseye that they create for themselves. Man, get out of here, bro. They gifted their own demise. They did. They gifted their own demise. Jesus. Lord. They gifted their own demise. And it's your fault. Now they trying to screenshot. They can screenshot whatever the hell they want to screenshot. It's just going to make them look even more delusional. They can't play this victim mentality card anymore. That's why they try to screenshot every little thing that they can. For what? It just shows that they're even more delusional. So screenshot away, heifer. There are many ways to beat a narcissist without even touching them. And I really prefer if you don't. You don't have to ever touch them. They're filthy in nature anyways. But there are ways to beat a narcissist. Not way, ways with an S. There is. Don't let them fool you with that, boo. Anything created could be beaten, if that makes sense. Anything that's created or generated, I'll put it this way. Anything that's created or generated from harm could be beaten. That is the truth. They just put all the bells and whistles of fear in front of the thing, or to mask the thing that they don't want to be beaten. So if they're playing the game with you and they created this game, but they're hiding that it's a game that they want you to be a part of, they're going to do everything possible to ensure that they hide this game so that way you can't beat them. But the moment that you break free or break apart the thing that was hiding the game, you beat them. Checkmate. Checkmate. Grudge holder. Who cares? Let them grudge. They can grudge till the cows come home. Who cares? Grudge and keep grudging. Because the way they going, they gonna bust a vein in their head. The way they keep going, all this grudginess that they have towards you. Okay, let them keep grudging. They gonna end up with a brain aneurysm if they're not careful. I don't understand how one person or group of people, however it resonates, can have hate for another person in such a vast way. I will never understand that. They're only hurting themselves that they cannot escape. That's why they tried to play the victim mentality. Well, I'm going to push it back on you because it's your fault that you made me cry. No. They wanted proximity close to you so you could pay attention to them. And when you didn't give them what they were seeking, now all the gloves are off. The bets are off. Okay. I ain't talking to weak individuals over here, Divine Collective. I know I'm not. Ain't nothing weak about y'all. Divine Collective. I know that to be 100% accurate. There's nothing weak about you, clearly. I know that to be truly true. So when they realize your strength, they realize they're coming up against a big dog. Because y'all big dogs. Yes. Stay away from the collective. Yeah, they got a bite on them. Oh, man. Yeah, no, stay away from them. Yeah, I wouldn't trust them. Get the fuck out of here, man. This is weak, simpleton behavior that these narcissistic individuals love to be in. They love to live in. Child, please. Hey, Cara. You are not weak. Let me say 2 more times, Divine Collective. You are not weak. 1 more time. There's nothing weak about you. Well, how do you know that? They keep coming up against you to prove that you are. And when you prove them wrong, and most times you prove them wrong without even being aware that you are actually proving a point, they're the one that fall apart. They're the one that's the weak one, not you. Never ever forget that. You're not weak. So you're moving on. Alfredo states on YouTube their Acme kits don't work with Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Yeah. And all they can do is just stalk you. Okay. That stalking has to end someday, and it will, because they're going to drive themselves completely into oblivion of self-destruction. Yes, they are. Here you go, too busy winning, if not soon to be. But I'm going to put you in the space that you are. You're going to be successful in everything that you touch. Your health, you're going to be successful. Your finances, you're going to be successful. Your spiritual enlightenment of self, you're going to be successful. What else? Your mental space, you're going to be very successful. Everything you touch, you will be successful. Period. Divine Collective. Period. That's what happens when you're too busy winning, you know? You get everything in order. The way you want to. The way you see fit for self. I'm talking to winners over here. That's who I'm speaking to. Divine Collective. This is what they wanted from you. Giving money to a broke behind. Yeah. They want you to consistently put money into their pocket when they can't even do it for themselves. And the moment you stop doing that, oh, you broke. Or the moment you don't have anything for yourself, you're broke. No. Hell nah. Hell nah. A bully is nothing but a weak person who lack confidence. That's what a bully is. I'm sure you were told at one point in time, maybe when you were little, take it how it resonates, that in order to beat the crew of people that could be bothering or fighting you, you go for the bully. And when you beat the bully, everybody else falls in line or fall behind. Oh, dang. Shit, the collective beat the bully? Shit. Okay, well, shit. Oh, all right, no, I don't want to. They don't want to play. Because they don't have the commandments or the commands from this frenemy. Take it how it resonates. That's irresponsible. Unable to express emotions. That has no boundaries, and that's fine. They don't have to have any boundaries, because if they don't have any boundaries, they're going to fall. They are. A person who doesn't have any boundaries eventually is going to burn out and fall by themselves. Let them. Let them. Since they know everything, right? Okay. Even with knowledge, there's still boundaries when it comes to knowledge. Because sometimes too much knowledge is like, oh, all right, let me just dial that down a little bit. If you're like a truth seeker, sometimes too much knowledge is just too much, and you got to put a cap or boundaries on that too. Because sometimes when you're going down the rabbit hole and you're discovering things, but you're not ready to accept or receive what you're seeing or reading, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. All right, pause. Let me. Yeah, somebody eating some pho or Vietnamese food or spring rolls, or you made your own spring rolls. So we have stressed out high esteem, or high esteem is in reverse. They're stressed out with no high self-esteem. They can't even get themselves back to square one. Were they even ever at square one? So they're going through a string of bad luck because you cease all communication with them as you should. You're not here to be born into a life of decay. You weren't placed here or born in this world to subject yourself to violence of many kind, to harmful things of any kind. And even though, despite people want that for you, that's not what's going to be happening to you, or that's not what's for you. It's not for you. You're here to thrive, not survive. And if at any point in time somebody wants to put you in a position of to survive, well, you know what you need to do. You pray about it. You call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, universe, God, however way y'all do y'all thing. And let that big fella handle it for you. They got an issue with the big fella, let them take it up with the big fella. Period. So now they're in jail. Spiritually, they in jail. As above, so below. Since they want to be playing with Toy Story candles. So now they're in jail, spiritually. And it's being shown mundanely. For low self-esteem to come out and high self-esteem is in reverse, yeah, baby, they in the pits. They are in the pits of their own demise. If they would have left you alone, they would have never been exposed. But because you weren't paying them attention, they had to prove something to you. Oh, I'm going to show you, and they did. They showed you that they exposed their true intentions in regards to who they are. Checkmate. Checkmate. Say hiding something in reverse. Hiding something in reverse, but hard worker upright. They work hard as hell to expose themselves. Ain't that something? They worked hard as hell to expose themselves. It could be a Virgo, or you could be dealing with, you could be a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Take it how it resonates. It could be a sibling. Take it how it resonates. Child. That's why I always say, laughing is a part of your karma. It is. Because when you're really able to sit down and just break it down into a simplistic form, or the simplest form that you can, you're going to sit back and you're going to chuckle like, wait, you said what now? They did what? They tried to do what now? Really? And you just like, you're just going to chuckle. It's like, they did all this just to expose themselves? Man. And even went as far to put and place themselves in a financial, thank you. They even went as far as they could to even place themselves in a financial deficit just to prove a point to you. Do you understand your relevance, collective? Do you understand your star power? Someone is willing to go above and beyond to ensure that they place themselves in a financial deficit to prove a point to you. What was the point? They proved it. Baby, on this good Tuesday morning. Baby, faith is in reverse and pretending is in reverse. Psychic is in reverse. Imagine somebody spending all their little trinkets, their little coin, their little dollars, their little yen, their euros, their pence, They pesos. Just to prove a point. Dreams do come true. Now they got anxiety. Beanie Siegel said it best. He said, find you something safe to do. Find you somebody safe to play with. He said that on the Breakfast Club when he had that interview with Charlemagne the God. He said, find you something safe to play with. now they now they suffering in silence. Not too long now, but they're going to be suffering in public. Yeah. Could be an Aries. Take it how it resonates. They're not even the keeper of themselves. Oh man. Oh, they made my day. Financial failure. See what happens when one person carries and harbors hate for not only themselves but another person? I could never put my life on the line for another person. And I hope and pray you don't either. And I mean in a way to where you're trying to prove something to someone when it doesn't have to be proven in that way. Just allow it to be. Let people be. Just let them be. Yep, I understand. They hurt you. I get that. I get it. Baby, I get it. I promise you I do. Just let them be. And get yourself back on track. Get yourself in a space of you succeeding, and you're going to see why. In the first place, why you let them be. Because they're going to prove to you that they're better than you, and they always do, that they're not. I'm going to prove I'm better than you. Okay, go ahead. Who cares? What do you mean? I'm going to prove I'm better than you. Okay, who cares? Do it. And they're going to do it. To the point where they have nothing left. Let them do it. Let them do it. So when they don't have nothing left, oh, it's the collector's fault. It's the collector's fault. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They got emotional exhaustion. After they done exhaust themselves to the pits of hell. I'm going to keep saying it. They're comical as hell. Baby, we got fear. Now they're afraid that they don't have anything to put themselves back into a space of a surplus. They use their money to slow you down. They use their money to break you down, so they don't have any money. They can't get a job if they're on social media, whatever. You know, maybe their business is not working out, whatever. Just to prove a point to you, which they did. The victim mentality is no longer working, and everyone knows that they're playing it. Checkmate. Are the subtleties really subtleties? Are the subtleties really secrets that they keep thinking that they have hidden or under control? Is it? Virgo. Aquarius, take it how it resonates. Pisces. Sag. Libra. Scorpio. You're welcome. Aquarius. Sagittarius. Scorpio. Aries. Taurus. I'm gonna do one more. Leo. Leo. If that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Again, you are here to thrive. Nothing less, even more. You are here to thrive. And I want you to start feeling that about yourself. I am here to thrive. I am opulent. I am successful. Yes, that's what you are. Start acting like it. Because if not, somebody's going to do everything possible to take your spot. And we don't have time for them games like that over here. Okay, collective? Let me give y'all some flowers. Come get these flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Okay? Go out there and be freaking great. Because you owe that to yourself. Okay? All right now. I look forward to your progress. Okay? All right. Don't forget to grab this copy of this book, Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It's on Amazon. Okay? Wisdom Beyond Wounds. Go get this book. Thank you. And also, what else? You want to join us in the Wisdom Beyond Wounds group that's on Facebook where we dive deeper surrounding shadows. So if you need help, it's a free space. Okay? I create questions in here that helps you to think on a deeper level so you can get out of a space if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling stagnant, and you answer those questions. You're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense. It's going to help you to get out of that stillness that you could be currently in. All right, love you guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Take care. Go out there, be great. See ya. Mwah, mwah. Love, love. See y'all later. You're welcome. See y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love, 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 love. See y'all.